I'm Ty Comer, editor of Billboard.com. Thank you for joining us again for another live Q&A. And today I am so excited to be sitting here with two members of one of my favorite bands of all time. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Mr. Nick Rhodes and Mr. John Taylor of Duran Duran.
Hello, Ty.
Hi, Ty.
Hi, thank you for joining us today.
You're welcome.
Pleasure.
So we have a lot of questions for you. Your fans have been tweeting in what they want to know from all over the world, and we're going to get to some of those questions soon. If you're watching at home and you haven't tweeted in your question yet, you still have a chance to. Go to Billboard.com, use hashtag BBDuran, tweet your question in, and I might just grab it on my trusty iPhone and get the answer from John and Nick right here. Before we get to that, I wanted to talk a little bit about the album All You Need Is Now, which came out physically last Tuesday. It's getting rave reviews. A lot of fans are saying that it's a welcome return to form to your heyday. Tell us a little bit about how all that came together and working with Mark Ronson and how the whole project happened.
Well, we spent a large part of the last 18 months of our lives working on the record. We started by just getting together in a room, jamming, getting a few songs together. Mark Ronson came on board, picked the ones he liked. We wrote some more songs. Then we had a little break to try and complete the lyrics, which always takes a little bit longer, and did a bit more, and some more lyrics. And then we released it shortly before the holiday period on iTunes. We released 9 songs. And then the physical album came out last week, which has got 14 pieces of music on it. And I think without a doubt, we're all feeling that it's the strongest band record we've made for many, many, many years. I think Mark really helped focus us back on what Duran Duran was always about.
I've read somewhere that he came to you and said that he wanted to make the record that he felt that you should have made after Rio. Is that right?
I can't remember him actually saying that, but he definitely drew our attention individually and as a group to work that we'd done in the past. He definitely said to me, I really like the way that you played on, you know, the Rio album was his favorite. That was the one. And he asked Nick, you know, can we just use analog synths, the kinds of synths? What synths were you using in that period? And so he kind of formed this climate, you know, in which we could work and write, and the way that we approached the music was coming at it from that kind of that time period.
Now, was it easy for you to come up with those songs, or did it take longer than other albums, or how was that process?
Well, I think writing songs is always hard to define, because you can write a song any day and love it that moment, and then you get in the next day and look at it and think, actually that part's not working, maybe that line's good. You take it apart, reconstruct it. Sometimes you get lucky. You write something and it happens very quickly, you get a lyric and it's done within hours. Other times you can slave over a song for months and months. I mean, one of the songs on the album called Girl Panic, I think it had about 5 different lyrics throughout the 18-month period, and we knew it was a key track, but we literally managed to get it, I don't know, sometime November, December last year. We just about nailed it before we put it out online. So it's an interesting process. We tend to be more experimental with it, I think, than possibly a lot of more traditional bands, because we'll take songs off in completely different directions.
Well, it's a really great album, so congratulations, and all the hard work was worth it. And if you haven't picked it up yet, All You Need Is Now. It's in stores now. Please go and get it. It's really great. And you've also done a couple of live shows. I was fortunate enough to see you at South by Southwest in Austin. Had a couple of surprises in the set list that night. The Chauffeur made it, also Friends of Mine, which are 2 songs I wasn't expecting. When you have such a vast catalog, how do you decide what old songs are going to work themselves in with the new songs?
Well, it's I mean, anybody that knows us, it's an ongoing dialogue that we have all the time, which is sort of, what are the songs we're going to play tonight? What are the songs, how many of the hits are we going to play? How many of the new album? I mean, we're always trying to integrate the new album. I mean, this is, essentially what it's about for us right now, is getting out and playing the songs off All You Need Is Now. But we also appreciate that the price we have to pay to a degree is playing a number of the hits. But we also, like, we went back to the first album and we pulled out Friends of Mine and we pulled out Careless Memories, and we decided to put those into some of the shows. Every show is a little bit different. And we're very lucky because we've got a lot of songs that we enjoy playing and that people want to hear.
So you do mix it up from night to night. It's not the same set list every time.
Completely. I mean, South by Southwest, for example, we played 2 shows, consecutive nights, and they were almost entirely different.
Which our crew are going crazy there. You know, could you just keep it simple?
Right.
It makes it more fun, though.
Yeah.
And you have some big shows coming up. I know that you're playing the Coachella Festival, which a lot of people are looking forward to. What are your plans for the road? Are you doing a big world tour?
We're on tour now. I mean, we really started at South by Southwest. We're doing a lot of small shows in America for the next few weeks, just to sort of create a little bit of a buzz, I suppose, and to run around the country a little with the new album. And then we're going to come back here probably in October. But yeah, we're heading back to Europe. We've got a big British tour coming up in May into June. And then we'll be in Europe through June, July, August, around that period. September, I don't know where we are in September yet.
Back here.
Back here. Oh, yeah, okay, so there you go. So I guess we're here September, October. And then probably Australia later in the year.
Cool. And how's Simon doing? I know that he hurt his back recently, so.
He's fine.
Yeah.
He's fine.
And what happened? He just threw his back out or something, and
Yeah, it's those ballet lessons, I think, that he's been taking, underwater ballet. It's really not a good thing when you're on tour.
Right.
No, I think he just threw it out the other day, and there was a bit of a panic, because if you do something like that when you're on tour, it's not an ideal situation. But no, he's fine.
Great. And Simon, if you're watching, get better soon. We're rooting for you.